Previously on TJ Reviews. Hello everyone and welcome to the season premiere of TJ's Video Game Reviews. This time I'm not fucking around. You know what? I'm tired of the tease. The stakes are high, but everyone knows everyone's gonna come out of it alive and Sephiroth will be defeated. I'll never play video games again! And now, the conclusion. The fish are on biting today.
Hello, TJ.
General Lucky? What are you doing here?
I've heard you giving up on games.
Don't try to talk me out of it. I'm done. I'm officially retired.
All because you lost a party member?
Aerith was no mere party member. She was life!
Yes, losing Aerith was hard on a lot of gamers back then. But Sephiroth, you gonna let him get away with it? Don't you want to kick his ass?
Kick his ass.
Yeah.
Sephiroth's ass.
Is there another ass I don't know about?
You know what? I want to kick his ass!
That's the spirit.
I'm going to take his long sword, I'm going to strung it up real nice, and then I'm going to turn that son of a bitch sideways and stick it straight up his candy ass!
Then get out of this pond and go back to the game room and kick his ass!
The Rock says,
Pat, what are you doing here?
Hi, TJ. I decided to take over where you left off. You said bye-bye for good, so I'm going to review games for you. Like Contra. You never reviewed Contra before. In Contra, you can be 1 or 2 players, fighting with different weapons and power upgrades. And let's not forget that infamous Konami code, where you can get more lives. Oh yeah, that put Contra up there with the mini classic Nintendo titles on the NES library.
Yeah. Now get out of here, I got a game to finish.
Does this mean?
Yes, TJ is back.
Hey, I didn't really want to review games anyway, I have life.
Yeah, hey.
After starting this too, you go north through the icy mountains into a city where you have to learn to snowboard to get anywhere, and you need a map. You can also watch some videos about Aerith's mother to get more info on her and what might have happened to her parents. Then you face some Shenmue troops and Eleanor with the tux to get slapped.
Yeah, I would never get a dozen or blocking or anything that involves reflexes.
You wake up in the room where you watch the videos and later need to find a snowball and a map to go down the hill. From there you're in some kind of winter wasteland where you need to be careful where to go to get to the next save point. After meeting a climber and being told a story, you have the option to climb the rest of the mountain, but beforehand you can change your party members as needed. After that, you need to watch your temperature to make sure it doesn't get too low and climb upwards. Of course, the game has to be annoying, so you have random encounters on top of it all. You're going through ice caves, fighting icicles, and climbing up more of the mountain. Then you may encounter this annoying plant who can turn all your party members into frogs and make them immobile.
What the hell? I can't do anything. That is cheap and unfair game. Cheap and unfair.
Believe it or not, it gets even more cheap with the next boss, because once you take out a head, it does a move that takes up most of your HP and will kill your entire party in one shot. Be sure to have plenty of health, because even when defeated, you can still get a game over.
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
After that, you come to the northern crater to fight Moon Shinova and learn that Sephiroth's body is being held in the crater itself. Sephiroth starts messing with Cloud's mind, and we learn that another man may have been in Cloud's place that day 5 years ago, and that Cloud was a failed clone of Sephiroth. After Cloud once again freaks out and gives Sephiroth the black materia, Tifa and the others are taken by Shenmue as the weapon made by the planet is released. Now I can talk about the weapons. There are 5 of them overall, one that only appears in cutscenes: Diamond Weapon, Ultimate Weapon, Ruby Weapon, and Emerald Weapon. Only Diamond is the boss you have to fight. The other are optional boss battles, and Ruby and Emerald have to be one of the toughest bosses in the entire game. Shenmue attempts to execute you, and then one of the weapons attacks the Shenmue base. You wander to the airport with Kate, Sid, and Yuffie, and then Tifa escapes the gas chamber and ends up in a slapping contest with Scarlet. From there, the group steals the Highwind, and now we can go anywhere on the map. First, I return to Cloud and Tifa's hometown to the Shimmermans to recruit the last missing link of my party, Vincent, opening the safe and beating a boss that now comes across as easy. After speaking with Vincent, strides he'll agree to Shona when we're about to leave the mansion. From there, we go down south to a city in a forest area where we find Cloud has washed up and has been infected with a ton of Mako radiation, to the point where it's basically a festival. Tifa decides to stay by his side and we return to the Highwind to make Sid our leader. From there, we learn of the big materia that Shimmer plans to use to break Mirror, and we make our way to Korra, Barrett's hometown, to the Mako reactor there to intercept the Shimmer and foil their plans. In shoot, we end up crashing a Shane into Korra because they don't already have enough bobbins. Go to a long-afforded side quest to get a Phoenix and the big materia there, then check on Cloud just in time for the live stream to go rampant and to get a little taste of just how strong one of the weapons are. But we hold our own and Tifa and Cloud fall into the live stream. From here we learn to shoot, that Cloud never made it into Sosa and wasn't there from Tifa's point of view. But what happened is, beginning with the two Shimmer Sosa with Sephiroth and Zack, that's why he was a Shimmer Shoop the whole time.
Now that's quite a shiz.
After a week discovering himself, they return to the group and prepare to continue to gather the big materia. We go back to Shuno to enter the underwater Mako reactor where we meet Reno, but Reno doesn't have time to play with us today, so we fight a rather tough three-parted robot and then take an enemy submarine to shoot down the one holding the big materia. We then return to Shuno to find him sitting in an airship towards the walkie time where we first met Sid. From there we face several Shimmer Shoop, Tuck member Rude, and then we're launched into space as Shimmer plans to throw the rocket right into Mirror. You have to escape through the escape pod, but first you get a chance to collect some huge materia. After that, proceed to the escape pod and Sid will have a lot of pieces of debris fall on them that we get off. Go on to the pod and then the rocket blows up into Mirror, but that doesn't do jack shit. Go figure. After that, Red 13 gets the idea of visiting his grandfather again. We return to Cosmo Canyon and talk to Red's grandfather, who reminds us of Aerith who died for our sins. Yes, I'm exaggerating. We then take Red's grandfather back to the Highwind and goes on to the Forgotten City. From there, we meet up with Red's grandfather and read some writing of the ancients about a key. We go note in the submarine to find the key and return to the Forgotten City to learn that Aerith has summoned the Holy to stop Sephiroth and that it may be our last hope. On the way out of the Forgotten City, we learn that Rufus plans to use his cannon and Midgard to destroy Sephiroth. This causes Diamond Weapon to emerge from the sea and march towards Midgard, so we go to intercept his path.
Can we speed this along, please?
After beating Diamond, we watch Shenmue take it down and then remove the barrier from Sephiroth while the energy blast that Diamond unleashes kills President Rufus.
You know that's getting weak caught in the movie.
We go to see if we can finally challenge Sephiroth, only for Hosho to try something sinister by feeding Sephiroth with Mako energy from Midgard. So we return to the world of Midgard where our journey began to help Reeves, who turns out to be the one controlling Gateset.
You know, in all honesty, I'm not surprised.
With the president dead, all the city goes into martial law, so we're forced to go underground. We run into the turrets one last time and they kick our asses. Talk to them again and you have the choice of not fighting them and they'll walk away.
Huh. You don't have to fight them.
You do, however, have to fight a giant robot later on and then finally Hosho infected with some Shernova cells. The enemies here were a lot stronger than ever before, so I had to fight in a safe place to grind in order to advance. And when talking with Hosho, you find out that he's Sephiroth's father?
I didn't think he had it in him.
Hosho has 3 forms you have to beat in order to defeat him. All 3 forms have low defense against physical attacks opposed to magical attacks. So if you want to melee it, then I recommend it. After beating Hosho, you return to the airship and Cloud gives this big speech about what they're fighting for. Cloud and Tifa spend some alone time together, and then everyone gathers for the final battle against Sephiroth. You're then told to switch to disc 3, and from there you can prepare for the northern crater or jump right in.
Alright, it's the grand finale of Final Fantasy VII. It's the Northern Crater.
Be sure to get the save crystal in the first chest you find because I don't think there is one anywhere else in the dungeon. You reach the center of the planet and then you fight Shinova.
No, it's not gonna end like this. I didn't come all this way just to die now. This is for the planet. This is for Aerith. This is for my motherfucking dignity. I'm gonna beat this game with the last thing I do. Then I'm gonna have spiky-haired babies with teeth for you. You didn't hear that.
After beating Shinova, you get another scene with your party facing Sephiroth. The game is fair, so it lets you pick your party and then heal up before beginning the 3-in-1 battle. The first stage is easy enough, with the second stage being harder, with walking music and of course the shredded supernova attack. Should you beat the second stage, you have the last stage, which is basically a scripted battle between Cloud and Sephiroth. Once you do, you attack Sephiroth is defeated and you beat the game.
I just beat Final Fantasy VII. Man, I tell you what, after all that grinding, fighting, offensiving, it feels good. And what are my final thoughts on the game? Well,
With just a simple playthrough, Final Fantasy VII shows why it is still one of the top tier games ever created. The death of Aerith alone cannot be understated, as it's one of the many reasons an entire generation of gamers remember this game so fondly. From its cast of characters to its feeling and all points in the machine, to a great battle system, awesome music, and killer graphics. Final Fantasy VII shows that a game could be more than just pixels on a screen. You come to care for these characters in the future, showing that story, gameplay, graphics, music, and sound can capture new heights, and Final Fantasy VII will live in our hearts forever.
that's it for this video. Thank you for joining me, and I'll catch you next time. Only real TK fans are still watching the video right now. I got a sheet for you. I made my very own book titled Gaia, a superhero story about a high school student who develops amazing earth and plant-based powers and fights crime, gods, and monsters in the Kansas City area. And you can get your very own copy for the low price of $4.99 on Amazon.com. Just follow the link in the description or the pinned comment and get your very own copy today. Amazon.com.